Hello, everyone, and welcome to New Earth News. I'm Meg Benedicte, and today we're going to talk about the patriarchal purge. So this may be a new discussion for you, but it's something that's quite important that's happening in the world right now. And we're seeing so much upheaval in the world due to the changing operating systems. In the previous videos, I discussed the two power systems in play. So let's talk about the matrix patriarchy. This is one of the power systems right now. We were all born into this long-standing top-down pyramidal power system. And the world has been ruled by an elite patriarchal hierarchy for thousands of years. Patriarchy, it's a social system in which men dominate over others, but also can refer to where men dominate over women. So this is, in all areas of the world system. It entitles men with social privileges over others to cause exploitation or oppression, such as like through male dominance or moral authority and control of property. All of this, I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and it was at that time that the women's liberation movement occurred, and where we were trying to just have the same rights and access and privileges as men, like to have our own credit card or to own our own property. So this is only within the last 50 years that there's been this global movement to try to bring the world into a more balanced system. But historically, the patriarchy, it's manifested itself in all areas of the world, in social, legal, political, religious, economic organizations, and also in a range of all different cultures. So this is what we call the patriarchal power system, okay? And we've seen the top of the power, this is a pyramid, right? It's a hierarchical pyramid structure over centuries from, I love studying histories. If you look back thousands of years where this top-down hierarchy occurred by brutal conquerors or the colonists, the colonizers, European colonizers, through controlling theocracies like the Vatican, or we see in Iran has been taken over and run by a theocracy. There is actually a movement in the United States trying to take over the country by a theocracy. So this has been going on for a long time. Also, quite a bit of history of like ruling royalty, monarchies, again, top-down power structure. And then now we have this whole wave of the billionaire class. So this is, we can see it in different centuries, maybe looking a bit different, but it's all the same. It's all the patriarchal power system, okay? They also, they tend to get in and make all the policy in their favor. And so this is where this patriarchal power system, it's controlling all the resources of the planet. It's controlling all the wealth. It's controlling the economy. It's controlling the stock market is rigged in their favor. It's controlling all the corporations, the governments, and all legal policy is in their favor as well. Now, when we look at it just through the energetic lens instead of a social lens, the patriarchy is a parasitic system. It feeds the top tier elite on all the resources and the wealth and the property and all the life force in Gaia and in the field. Okay, so all the lower levels are feeding the top tier that controls the power system. So it truly is a top-down parasitic system that is favoring the ruling male population. Now in America, as I mentioned, theocracy is trying to assert their control and dominance and take over the power system in America. It's been a white Christian men who have controlled everything. And that's why since about 50 years ago, the women's liberation movement is trying to change the policy, change the laws, and change how we're being treated. So obviously, this is a very imbalanced operating system, and it's destroying the majority of life on the planet. It's very old and entrenched. And as I mentioned, we were all born into it. But since the pandemic, actually, I think I've been noticing the changes even since like 2012, where the control matrix really started to unlock. But let's say for the past 10 years, gradually we're seeing more and more change, but definitely since the pandemic, so since 2020, the power system of the patriarchy it's starting to break down. The global reorientation that was accelerated during the pandemic is unlocking the stranglehold the patriarchy has on the lower tiers of the planetary life. And so in a way, we're starting to see cracks appear in that power system. Because of that, it's kind of like for a reaction, there's a negative reaction. So because the cracks are starting to appear in that patriarchal power system, there is a current battle waging right now to maintain control of that very old ancient system, the operating system. So we're seeing signs of this as well. The top tiers basically doing everything they can, even through illegal maneuvers, to maintain control and perpetuate their dominance, and keeping us locked into being the lower tiers that feed the top tier. Okay, so this is where we're seeing kind of an accelerated, since 2020, an accelerated push to maintain control of that power system. But the good news is we have an alternative now. And I have been, for the past 20 years, I have had this business in my website, New Earth Central. This is a new operating system. I've talked about it in other videos. This is what is our option now. We can choose between the two. And so this is the good news. Humanity, it can currently choose between these two global operating systems that are active and alive on the planet right now. So if you choose to exit the matrix and remove your energy from this patriarchal power system, this operating system, then I would like to walk you through some activation protocols to help you. I've gone through this process myself over the past 15 years, really started pulling my energy out of that system and getting very present, grounded, active living in the new operating system. So I know it's real and tangible and available to all of us. But think of it kind of like when you're working with a computer and you're switching operating systems on your computer. We first erase and clear out the old operating system, which would be this patriarchal power system. We cancel, erase it out, clear it out, and reboot to switching over to the new operating system, activating it and starting to use it. So that's what we're doing. Kind of, you can get a concept of what we're doing here. Okay, we're going to start to extract out of it, reboot, and get in more and more into the new Earth operating system. Now, I keep mentioning it's parasitics. Let's just talk about that for a second. Parasites, they require a host body to survive. So this would include like viruses. We've got this pandemic with this virus. It's very symptomatic of the changing operating system that's happening on the world right now, where a virus, parasites, they require a host body in which they can feed and live on. So as you are extracting your energy out of the patriarchal parasitic power system, keep that in mind. You're liberating your energy and you're establishing your own independent field where nothing gets to parasitically invade or feed on your own life force. And in the same vein, you stop feeding on others' life force as well. So, it goes both ways. So when we really start to become conscious of the kind of the inflow and the outflow and how we're using our energy, and also containing our energy field, having personal boundaries, then we begin to become more conscious of what is actually violating and what is parasitic. Okay, so as you are saying, okay, I'm done with living in this patriarchal parasitic system and I'm going to close it out, extract myself from it, then you also have to stop if you are allowing others to parasitically feed on you, or you are extending into others' energy and parasitically feed on them. Okay, so just want to kind of get a good overview of what we're doing here, what we're liberating ourselves from. And what's so great is since 2012, this global ascension is providing for all of us this option now to switch to this new Earth operating system. It's pretty amazing, actually. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some protocols and activations in the quantum vortex. So if you're new to this technique, this is Metatron's gift to all of us during the ascension. I'll walk you through the steps. If you can have your feet on the floor, all right, literally your feet are on earth. I go barefoot if I can. Feet on the earth, feet onto Gaia. And then we're going to use more of our right brain, not the left brain. We're going to use our intuitive, psychic right brain. This is what we use to visualize. And that will give it a real strong power to when you're doing the commands. Just follow the commands along with me, and you can repeat these as often as you feel you need to. Okay, let's take a couple deep breaths. Coming down from that thinking mind of the left brain. Just start to breathe into your heart, into the core center of your body. You're coming more into your feeling center, into the breath, to the heartbeat. To feel like you're coming down more into getting present in your body. And you're going to run the chi down the leg channels to the feet chakras, really locking in, grounding onto the crystalline grid of our new Earth timeline. So I always visualize the feet chakras work like magnets. So we're using our electromagnetic field, lock the feet on to the crystal grid of the new Earth, but you can also extend roots of light from your feet chakras and into the ley lines of the crystalline grid of the new Earth as well. They both work. So you're getting rooted, grounded, centered, present. Let's go ahead and connect to our beloved Archangel Metatron. He's going to embed Metatron's cube under your feet in your grounding. It's made of outer 6 circles, inner 6 circles, and then a center 13 circles. So get your feet into the center circle. Give it your energy, give it your life force, give it your light. You're starting to turn on the sacred geometry of Metatron's cube. Okay, there it goes. Breathe into it. I use my breath, moving my energy up and down, in and out. Just getting your chi moving into Metatron's cube. Those 12 circles of light start to rise up and around the body and the aura as pillars of light. Okay, pillars of light. And they're humming and vibrating and toning with the 12 harmonic sound waves. We hear this with our human ears as Om, the sacred sound of Om, pulsing, 12 pillars of light. As you can do it in your mind or you can do it out loud, Om, it starts to rotate those pillars. And so they're going to go from right to front to left to back. Anticlockwise, rotating, spinning. This is called the phi spiral, PHI, the phi spiral, anticlockwise spinning. If you're looking from your head down to your feet, Metatron's cube is spinning those pillars right to left, counterclockwise. Okay, so as they start to spin up, breathe into it. They're opening, expanding the field up and out into the higher dimensions. Just allow the expansion. the opening. They're going to go even faster. Now they're starting to blend and create what's called the quantum vortex. It's a vortex of diamond white light, fast, speed of light, spinning around the field, starting to collapse the veils, the time barriers, the time density, opening your field up and out into the particle field and the wave state. We're going quantum all the way out, quantum access. Woo, there it goes, all the way out. This is where we're able to access both the physical realm and the spiritual realm simultaneously. So now we're going to have this spinning around us the whole time. Okay, so as it's spinning, let's come back inside, focusing inside into your energy body, into your chakra column, runs right up the center of your energy body. There we go, focusing into your chakras, into your chakra pillar. We're going to bring a second spiral up from Metatron's cube at the feet, spiraling, but it's kind of a tighter spiral. It's called the resurrection spiral, and anti-clockwise comes right up to the root chakra. All right, spiral up from the feet to the root chakra and spiraling all the way up your chakra channel. We're clearing density, trauma, memory out of the chakras, out of the chakra channel, spiraling all the way up the body, clearing your channel, past the crown and up into the transpersonal chakras. You're going all the way up to the top, 12th chakra. Woo, there you go, all the way up. Opening your channel directly up to your higher self at the top, at the 12th chakra. Your higher self's your gatekeeper at the 12th chakra. Opening to your beloved soul presence. Soul's made of light and sound. So now you're opening and receiving a direct stream of soul light and soul frequencies coming down the chakra channel through the crown and filling with soul presence, soul essence, soul light into all the chakras in the body. This is the inflow, vertical. Breathe in, down, in, open receiver of your divine soul essence filling inside you. Into the heart, into the mind, into the body. Spinning in, filling in. So we're going to use this soul power inside us. Your power is your light. Using your soul essence, your soul consciousness, and your soul power to do the activations. Okay? So just stay inner, tuned in to your soul light, pulsing in your body and your chakras, soul presence. All right. I command the Akashic records to reveal my soul's earthly incarnational history in the patriarchal pyramidal power system. And this is involving all earthly lives, this life and past lives. And I illuminate the Akashic records in my own energy field, in my morphic field. Just flooding it with the crystalline diamond light, flowing down from source, running down your chakra toe. We just opened it up. Open receiver, flowing down, crystalline diamond light, like you're under a waterfall. Just let it flow through, filling inside you, just like a shower, washing through, purifying you, filling you with diamond light. Okay, illuminating your Akashic records in your energy field. We want to get in and get the diamond light connecting to your earthly incarnational history, where you were born into this patriarchal power system. Okay, so you're just flooding your body, your heart, your mind, your field with the crystalline diamond light, shimmering diamond light, head to feet. Breathe it in, filling up. Okay, and we really locked inside into those Akashic records, into this life and past life. I cancel or revoke all soul contracts or Akashic agreements to remain in the matrix patriarchal power system now. Cancel or revoke it now, throughout all time, past, present, and future. Might feel it unlocking. Cancel and revoke it now. I cancel or revoke all permission granted or given to participate in the patriarchal control system in all my earthly lives throughout all time, past, present, and future. Now, all agreements are null and void. Whew. Let that ripple through you, null and void. I command all energetic entanglements and the abusive, dominating patriarchal operating system to unlock now. I cut all energetic cords, links, hooks, lines, or entanglement, any energy drains to unlock, remove, clear out from the patriarchal operating system now. Ooh, you might feel that coming out the front and the back. Command them out, spin them out, unlock, remove. Everything that we're removing, the vortex spins back to source light, transmutation light. Whew. Use your breath to release it out. All cords, links, lines, hooks, entanglements with the patriarchal operating system, we're commanding out now. Good. Release. I command the patriarchal system's distortion patterns and mental projections to reverse out of my energy field now. Spin it out, clear it out, remove it out, breathe it out, back to source light, into transmutation light. Good. I flush out and clear any distorted aggression, any controlling patriarchal energy that's in the body, heart, mind. We spin out, we set ourselves free. Spin out, flush out, command out. Back to source light. Good, 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 good. Working with your vortex, right? We're keeping this movement outflowing, outgoing. I command the quantum vortex to spin out all traces of the patriarchal operating system running in the body, heart, mind, and energy field out now. I spin out all patriarchal programs, patterns, codes, or unconsciousness active in my life to be removed and cleaned out now. Spin out, clear out, remove out. Back to source light. Woo, yes, good, good, good. You might have to be doing that more than once. Keep spinning. We're going down the layers. Whew. I cancel or revoke all agreements to participate in the matrix patriarchal power system as a host for parasitic energies to feed on me. Cancel or revoke it now. Living as a sovereign being, I choose with my own heart's desires, my own divine will to cancel and revoke any parasitic access or consumption of my life force energy, or anywhere it's dominating me in a controlling manner. I command out now. Spin it out, flush it out. Whew, there you go. Release it out. Back to source light, into transmutation light. Whew, that's quite a bit releasing. Many lifetimes being in this operating system. So many layers releasing. So using again that crystalline diamond light, purification light, like washing through you, flushing through you, just flushing out of your body, your heart, your mind, your energy field, all parasitic access or patriarchal claim on my energy. I reverse it back out, spinning it back to source light now. Whew. Spinning, 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 removing, disentangling, clearing the layers. As I unplug and disconnect and extract my own life force energy to pull out of that parasitic, patriarchal, pyramidal system, I'm calling my energy back to return to me. I reclaim my soul's healthy body template as my own sacred vessel to live in, as the home for my soul and human to unite within me as one. I'm in my own independent, sacred, sovereign vessel as my home going forward for my soul and my human to live in oneness and wholeness. And with my divine free will, I choose in this now to reboot and shift all my energy over into the new Earth circular operating system as my home base as my foundation, as my daily operating system. Turn it on, flip the switch, activate it now. Whew. So you're pulling your energy out of the old patriarchal operating system, pulling it fully back inside you, locking on with your feet chakras, grounding onto the new earth timeline, activating this circular, collaborative, harmonious, new operating system to live in joy and health and happiness and abundance. I'm grounding my feet chakras into that new earth timeline, into this new operating system to run within me in my life, going forward on my path of light, living my ascension life. I set this all into motion now. Whew. And every level of my being. And so it is. So it is. And that concludes our activation protocols for the patriarchal purge. Namaste.